was one autumn day and Thomas was coming down on his branch line.
Such a lovely day. We are right on schedule and weather is nice.
He arrived at Elsbridge right on time. Gordon was already at the platform and Henry walked in few minutes late.
You're late again, Henry. What was Sir Topham had say about this?
It's not my fault, I got held up at Crosby.
Perhaps true, but you should never let anything be in your way to a reliable engine.
Gordon, how could I know I'm going to be late? They were arguing for a long time, so much in fact that Thomas grew tired of their fighting.
Can you two stop it? You are both going to be late.
They kept arguing so much that James heard them when he found by with a goods train.
Can two of you stop? You can be heard from half an island away.
Puffed James crossly. After that they both went silent, but were still cross. Soon it was time for Thomas and Henry to leave. Gordon left some time after, feeling boastful of his express.
Make it.
Of Gordon.
Hi, Emily.
Hi, Gordon.
I'm the fastest engine, so do I.
He arrived at Netford station right on time, but in the evening at the sheds arguing started up again. They were again arguing about being late.
You aren't really a reliable connection if you're late. You must always try to make it in time.
Gordon, again, it's not my fault for being held up at Crosby due to signalman's error.
You lads need to calm down a wee bit. You're giving me a headache.
They argued and argued. They argued even when Duck arrived.
What's going on here? You can be heard from the yard. Aye, Ducky, can you tell him to give us some peace, aye?
Duck quickly sized up the situation.
Come both of you, shut up. You're being loud and they're acting like you don't have important jobs to do tomorrow. Now shut it and good night,
exclaimed Duck angrily. Soon after that, they all went quietly to sleep. Next morning, Henry woke up early. He was taking the flying keeper. All kinds of ships use the harbor at the main station. There are big passenger ships, and though smaller and dirtier, the fishing boats also come here. They unload their fish on the quay, some of it goes to the shops in the town. Rest are loaded onto the train that takes them to other places far away. Railwaymen call this train the Flying Keeper. Men hustled and shouted, loading the vans with crates full of fish. As door banged, Garrett showed his green light. The Flying Keeper was ready to go. Henry was feeling great, though he was still thinking about yesterday's events. Why is Gordon so pompous at times? Well, never mind, let's focus on this great run, thought Henry to himself. He was stopped at Wadsworth to let Bobo pass by with mail train. When they got the green light, Henry set off, still lost in his mind. There was ballast on the line in Gordon's hill, and Henry was so distracted that he didn't check his brakes. Disaster laid ahead. Henry's crew jumped clear before the crash, but Henry lay dazed and surprised. Sir Topham Hatt came to see him.
Henry, the obstruction of the truck wasn't your fault, and we should have cleared it sooner.
I'm sorry, sir. I was distracted and didn't check my brakes properly.
It's okay, Henry. We will get you to the Crowan's Gate Works to get you repaired.
Thank you, sir, said Henry hopefully. Later, Henry was loaded up and taken to Crowan's Gate by Gordon. They both stayed wisely quiet. At Crowan's Gate Works, Gordon left Henry in the work shed and left. Henry was left alone to think, why am I such a fool? I know how to make it up to Gordon. He helped me get here. Oh well, I'll be here for some time. I'll think of something up. Later that night at Gibbon Shed's, heated argument was taking place. At that time, James puffed in, still crossed by the day's events.
Gordon, he was hurt and he was ashamed as you were.
Perhaps true, but then why didn't he at least try to speak up?
Is this about Henry? If it is, knock it off. Gordon, you're guilty as well.
After that, Gordon looked over at Thomas.
Tell me, Thomas, how sure are you that this is true?
It's true, Gordon. You both did wrong, but you two need to come to peace.
Then James added,
After all, Gordon, don't forget the alliance you made when 98462 and 87546 were here.
True, I guess. I'll try to improve.
After that, sheds went quiet and engines went peacefully to sleep. Henry was alone at works getting prepared. Repairs took long time. Many engines whistled hello when they passed by. Henry was in works for a long time, so long in fact that winter came to the island, and with winter came the Christmas season. Engines were hard at work, helping to decorate the island. All the decorations were ready in time for Christmas Eve party. At the works, Henry was waiting to be shunted. When they got the green light, he was shunted onto a siding for a final inspection. Later, Inspector stepped to Henry and said,
Hello, Henry. We will make it to the final inspection, then in the evening you will be able to go to the Christmas party.
Henry replied, smiling happily. Thank you, sir. Although, do you know if Gordon will be passing by with less train before Christmas?
Probably, Henry. Maybe we'll double head the train back to Knapford if the train will be too heavy for one engine.
Thank you, sir, replied Henry. At the same time, Gordon was getting ready to take the last express before Christmas. When the train was ready, he backed down onto the train and its return head approached him and said,
Gordon, this is the last train to mainline before Christmas. On the return journey, you are going to have an extra coach for a special guest. Alright, sir.
Answered Gordon.
Sir, how is Henry doing? Will he be back for the Christmas party? He is still at the works being inspected before coming back. He might join you on the return if the train will be too heavy. Alright, sir. Thank you, sir. Alright, Gordon, good luck.
And with this, Gordon set off towards Wickerstone on the far side of the island. He stopped at Wellsworth to pick up passengers. The train was getting rather heavy. Soon he set off to continue his great round. Just after Gordon passed Kildane, he started feeling rather funny, like something was wrong with his air pipe. Later, he passed Henry, who was still being inspected. He arrived at Wickerstone right on time. Emily was there waiting for a green light. After he was uncoupled, Gordon moved onto a siding to have a rest before return journey. He was thinking to himself,
I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel so weak. Oh well, perhaps it is just because of the long train. Little rest will help. Although, on the run back, train will be heavier, and I'm guaranteed connection. Perhaps I'll need help from Henry, but I don't want to get in another conflict. It's Christmas Eve. Oh well, I'll take a rest now. Hopefully everything will be okay.
After that, Gordon dozed off. When Gordon was ready for return journey, it was already dark. People got on board and the express was fuller than ever. Unbeknownst to him was the fact that his regulator was not working properly, and brakes would slip on over time. Later, Gordon set off feeling heavy drag of the coaches. Henry was waiting in the siding when Gordon passed by, struggling to pull the train due to his regulator not working properly. After seeing Gordon, Henry thought to himself, Gordon doesn't look too good. He looks like he needs some help. After that, Henry was urging to leave. When he got the permission to leave, he took off after Gordon. Gordon struggled on to the Crown's Gate station, but he could go no further. He was lucky this was a stop for the express. Rusty was at the platform at the narrow gate side. He looked worryingly at Gordon and said,
What's wrong, Gordon? You look like your brakes have jammed on.
Bother,
said Gordon.
I feel so weak. Brakes have jammed and I can't get myself to move.
Gordon tried to move, but he could move a wheel.
Don't push yourself.
said Rusty.
You're only going to get stuck more.
At that moment, Henry puffed in. I could hear you from the works, said Henry. You struggled past like you were pulling 5 trains at the same time. What's wrong, Gordon? Then Gordon replied,
Oh, hello, Henry. It's nothing. Just regulator not working properly.
Are you sure you don't need any help? You don't look that good to me.
I'm fine. I don't need your help, or anyone's help for that matter.
They argued about that for a long time, so long in fact that Old Man overheard the argument and stepped towards them. Hello, engines. What might be the problem? Gordon and Henry were not expecting anyone to intervene, so they stopped and looked at the old man. Gordon spoke first.
My regulator's not working properly, and everyone is worried now. I can make it. I just need to start off.
Henry pitched in. Gordon, you struggle like never before, yet you can't move a wheel.
Henry, you are fresh out of works. What if you break down as well? Whole Christmas party can be in danger.
The old man cut off Henry when he wanted to reply. I see. Two of you have some sort of troubled history, like something is straining your friendship. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Then Henry continued. We had an argument back in autumn, and we didn't exactly spoke after that, said Henry. Old man, after sizing out the situation, got an idea. I see. You remind me of me and my friends back when we served together. I will tell you a story of how I got to know that friendships are the most important. Do you want to hear the story?
Yes, please do,
said Gordon and Henry together. Alright, here is the story, said the old man and started to tell the story. It was long time ago in a land far away. We were serving together on our machine. Back in those days, me and my friends weren't as close as we are now. I wasn't active in society that much, and I was still awkward when we weren't on a mission or training. But we had someone to look up to. Our commander. She was good with people, and she was only one who I regarded as a friend and inspired us to all work together. One day she stepped to me and told me,
Hey man, you're a good friend of mine, but I would like for you to be good with other people as well. I know we weren't done yet, but please try to be what we are taught to be. Good and friendly.
I was starting to get what she was trying to tell me, so I sheepishly replied, Yeah, I'll try. One time we were resting for the night. She invited me to watch the night sky together. I've always enjoyed watching night sky, always wishing for the best, always wishing better times will come. Then the shooting star appeared, and I've had only one wish to be better, wish to be close to someone, to be friends and comrades to others. At that moment, I turned to her and she turned to me and whispered,
You were always my favorite. We were always close. And good comrade. I wish to keep you close.
I wish to have you close as well. I will be true friend to others. So, this is the story, my friends. That was the brightest time, and it's still bright today for me. You too see, being angry, not accepting help, and not being a good friend will make you fail. Others rely on you. You have the Santa on board, but children, you have many passengers that need to come home. I hope this will make two of you change your mind. After that, old man walked away.
I'm sorry, Henry. I was acting badly towards you. I took that thing back before you crashed too seriously. Henry, you're a true friend. Thank you.
It's alright, Gordon. The reason I crashed was because I didn't focus on my journey and was still thinking on how to get back at you. I suppose we can move on and get this train to the end?
Of course, Henry. Let's do it.
Soon arrangements were made with station master and Henry was coupled in front. Henry's air pipe was connected to the train and now Henry controlled the air brake.
That's the way, you two.
I'm ready, Henry.
I'm ready as well, repeated Henry. With a mighty pull, both of them moved the train and they were off.
Yes, we did it!
Sang Gordon and Henry happily moving down the line.
Here is the viaduct.
Here is Wellsworth. We are close.
Just the final stretch now.
They were late and Sir Topham Hatt was worried, but they triumphantly rolled into the station. Sir Topham Hatt stepped to them and congratulated them on getting the train to the final station safely. After that, engines and passengers gathered and Christmas party started. Santa was welcomed by Sir Topham Hatt, and then Santa went to people and engines alike.
Hey Percy, remember the time we had a party after helping Miss Kinley?
Said Thomas. Yes, that was one of the first parties here ever, answered Percy.
Hey Doc, how did you say it back in the Great Western?
There are two types of parties. Great Western Party or no party at all. And this is very much like back on GWR. Ah, Doc, not again about your GWR stories.
James huffed. Boko and Donald laughed.
Hey James, give it a break. It's only a joke.
Exactly, my friend.
Added Boko. Emily pitched in.
Guys, let's not get over ourselves. It's Christmas Eve. Let's enjoy it.
Everyone agreed with Emily, especially James. Later, Gordon said to Henry,
Thank you, Henry, for helping me. You're a true friend and a really useful engine.
Oh, don't worry Gordon, it's good that we help each other. After all, we still have that alliance from 98462 and 87546 days. Soon, Santa stepped towards them.
Ho ho ho! I see you two engines had quite a time. Thank you two for getting the train on time. See the people and engines happy now that we can be together. Want to take a picture?
Gordon and Henry agreed and then they took a picture together.
Ho ho ho! This is the way of friendship. And to everyone, Merry Christmas.
Everyone cheered and laughed, enjoying the party and having a good time.